So let's begin, yogis. Relaxing on your mat and choosing whether you want to start seated or lying down. Have a few moments just to breathe. Notice how you're feeling. And come into the inner body. Become present. Tune into your consciousness. Take a moment to root your energies down through your tailbone and the soles of the feet. And let's just take a little scan through the body, begin around the head, the crown chakra and Ajna at the brow. Noticing anything that you're feeling just as an observance without the story. Check in through the neck and throat chakra. How are you feeling in your shoulders and arms all the way down to hands? And the front of the chest and the back of the chest, heart center. And noticing the front of your body and the belly. So the solar plexus and sacral area and all of the back, the spine. Checking in with how you feel around the hips and pelvis and legs that link with our root. Notice the knees and ankles, all the joints. And just becoming very aware of how you feel within your body as well as out of your body. And really being in this present moment, the now. Enjoy the breath as it moves through you, in and out. And really enjoy how the movement of your breath moves your body, your ribs and all the muscles. So let's set an intention together today to be very present with this practice, to really observe our breath in our postures and witness our mind. When we witness the mind and we stand back and look at it, the mind doesn't take us over. We're not unconsciously just thinking, we're witnessing. So when you're ready, if you're lying down, just hug the knees in. If you're already seated, just have a moment to roll shoulders if that feels good. Take a few breaths, rock on your body, rock on your back. And then those of you lying down in your own time, just coming up to seated. We're going to sit for 5 minutes of Zazen, seated meditation. And so today we will just follow the breath and try as much as we can, without any judgment on how this practice goes, to be just very present in the body. I find that just following the breath is a way of me staying very present. But the mind will probably wander 2 or 3 times, it's fine. Just be aware of it, come back to the breath. So rest your hands, Dhyana Mudra. Close the eyes, soften your face and your shoulders and be comfortable in your posture. And we're just going to sit, let the mind settle. If the mind is thinking, as it will do, just witness the thoughts. Come back to your breath. Return to your breath. Keep relaxing. Witness your thoughts. Just being in the present moment. So gently, as we just take a few more breaths in this practice, just notice where you are and coming back gently. And what I've come to really notice and realize is that in meditation, it's not either or, it's in terms of being completely empty of thoughts and with the body. There's almost like a kind of a merging of your brain is always going to think, but you can think unconsciously or you can think very consciously and witness the thoughts that you're having, but also at the same time still have that awareness of the body breathing, the feeling of the breath. So it's almost like a kind of a scale of where your attention is lying, very much in the body, in the breath, and then a thought comes in, then you witness the thought, then you're kind of coming back to the breath, still feeling the breath, but still noticing that you're thinking. So it's an ever-changing kind of practice of just being completely and utterly aware, which is the main thing. So it's just interesting how everybody may experience a particular session of meditation. So our first pose is mantis. I'm going to come into this nice stretch through our back. So taking the legs wide. If you want something to rest the belly on, you can use a little cushion, otherwise just coming down. And bring the head down. And then just enjoying this stretch here. If you need something behind your knees just to ease the compression, just pop a blanket behind them. And starting to relax. Trying to relax through the arms, wrists and hands. Beginning to soften the shoulders and upper back. Head and neck. And deep breaths. Being consciously aware of the breath as it moves into the belly and the chest. Noticing the stretch that you're feeling on the inner thighs. Perhaps the tops of the feet. And so softening through the arms and the face. Checking in with whether you like this pose today or whether it's challenging. Can you relax your upper back a little bit more? If at any time you need to come out of this pose, please do. There's always an opportunity to exit. Just enjoying the breath and the movement in the back of the body. Again, witnessing your thoughts. And let's take a deep breath here. Gently lifting the head. And bringing the hands back to the body. Let's find neutral pose. And releasing our legs, feeling that nice freedom. So as we relax to the mat, just enjoy a sigh on the out breath. And being aware of any tingling that you're feeling in the feet, tops of the feet, soles of the feet, through the legs, anywhere else that you're feeling chi shifting. And again, just notice your thoughts. Be very present in the body. Rotate your awareness through all the areas of your body, just connecting with them. Awareness on sensation and emotions that come up with any area. So gently when you're ready, let's bring our knees in one at a time. Have a little bit of a rock and a hug here. Massaging the back and belly. And then coming up, caterpillar. So just come to a seated position, just walking the pads of your buttocks out. If you've got a bolster and you want to just lay your bolster on top of your legs, I'll show you, like this. This can be quite nice and restful, just to rest the arms. If you want to stack a block as well, you can, grab a few more bits and bring the head down. So just ways to use your bolsters if you wish. I might actually leave it here today because it's not often that I use one. So yeah, just coming forward. I think when you use props, it allows you to just be a lot softer. Let your legs relax. They may rotate outwards. Start to let your head and neck soften. Following your breath, keep relaxing your legs. See if you can soften the shoulders and upper arms. And trying to draw the breath to the belly. And then feel it expand into the chest and back. How do you feel? What's going through your mind, and can you witness those thoughts? And if you want to move the bolster, you can. You can leave it there if you're happy. Keep looking for any tension that just decides to creep its way back in. How does it feel to bring the body forward like this? Stretching all through the back of the body, very much targeting the bladder meridian, the urinary bladder. Stay present with your breath. And just at any one time, notice where you're placing your awareness. Let's take one deep breath. And ever so gently lift the head. Notice if it feels heavy. Coming upright. Feeling the release in the backs of the legs ever so gently. And then returning down to your mat. Find neutral pose. And relax. Very different after effects from the mantis pose that we started with. Just checking in through the whole back of your body, what you're feeling. And enjoying the breath still, the breath into the belly and the chest. Totally in this moment. Connected with the body. The mind is being witnessed rather than taking over. And there is a peacefulness in this practice. Peacefulness in being very present. So when you're ready, let's hug in. We're going to come up into swan. So another kind of compressing pose. A little bit different from the mantis one. So rolling up, we'll start by having the right knee bent in front and the left leg extended behind. And I always like to use a little cushion. It just supports the body. I can relax even more. Don't have to activate muscles to keep this position in place. So just finding this pose with the right foot just gently resting in front of the left leg. Resting on the hands to start with. I always find it's nice to begin here to observe that gentle curve in the lower spine. Just to start relaxing the buttocks and observe whatever we're feeling in the thighs. Relaxing your left back leg. Noticing how it feels in your wrists with the arms like this. Drawing your awareness to the breath in your belly. And then gently, let's come onto elbows. And if you want to come all the way down, you can. I actually prefer just to stay here, dropping the head. If you wish to use a block to rest your forehead on, you can. That's another way of just supporting the body. Keep relaxing. Giving that opportunity for everything to just stretch gently without being activated. Notice if there is tension in your abdomen and your breath is tight. See if you can breathe deeply and loosen the belly muscles. Can you enjoy that sort of deep stretch, almost like a kind of an enjoying ache, perhaps in the buttock and right thigh? And softening the shoulders, face and neck. Keeping the breath open. And just noticing any feelings that come up and sitting with them. To allow them to move through you. Notice if there is anxiety or fear or upset or happy emotions and calmness. Just take one rotation of awareness all around the body. And we'll take a deep breath. And gently coming out. So lifting the head, coming up onto the arms. Nice and slowly, just come back onto your mat. Feeling that lovely release through the right leg. Really enjoying what you feel. You're going to possibly feel an imbalance in the sensation from right leg to left. Notice what else you feel through your body. That's a really lovely pose, swan, for all of the meridians that run through our legs. So the liver, kidneys, spleen, stomach, bladder, the gallbladder as well, more so on the outside of the body. So where you're feeling it on the outer thigh and outer hip, side of your waist, that's gallbladder. Enjoy your breath. Seeing if you can relax here, even in Shavasana, even in neutral pose. There may still be tension that you're just holding. So as we just let that sensation kind of roll out of us and fade away, let's bring the knees in, let's explore the other side, let's be open to and curious of what we're going to feel this side. Whether it will feel the same or different, whether a different emotion will come up. So just taking your time to work your way into this pose. Bending that left knee and just allowing the shin to be at an angle. Right leg extended behind. Use a cushion for your buttock so that the hips are nice and squarely forward and we're not rolling over too much. And again, it's quite nice to start upright. Begin to relax and feel into this pose. The stretch is starting. Tuning into the breath, how it feels to breathe in this position. And then when you want to, just coming down. You can stay up on the arms longer if you wish. Whatever feels right for you. Tune into your breath. Try and relax the abdomen. And if your eyes are closed, just rotate awareness through your body. Relaxing everything you can, observing what you feel. Noticing if this hip and this position feels different in any way from the other side. Possibly easier or more challenging, could be either. Relaxing your forearms and wrists and hands. Allow the breath to fully come into the belly and chest. And explore your feelings in this pose, whether you like the pose, whether it's opening something up for you. So checking in with any thoughts that come through, feelings. And just being ever present with the breath as well as what thoughts you have, being the witness. And we'll take one more breath. Gently coming out. And enjoying how it feels to come out of the pose as well as be in the pose. How do you feel? Is there a nice calmness that's flooding your body? A feeling of rejuvenation, vitality, and peacefulness at the same time? Check in with how it feels to breathe and the lungs and the heart energy. And as we lie here, we can just observe the energy, the essence of the chakras as well, whether we're feeling quite grounded in this moment, whether we're feeling joyful and fluid with the sacral, whether there's a healthy amount of self-worth and confidence in our solar plexus center. Does our heart feel open and loving? Our throat, are we speaking quite nicely to ourselves? What's our internal dialogue? And the third eye is probably lovely and wide open as we tune into our intuition and we're guided by our body. And the crown open too, as we feel very connected to everything around us and within us. So such a beautiful way of balancing our subtle body energy. So let's bring our knees in. We're going to come into heart bench next. So you're needing 2 blocks. Done a lot with the legs. So working with root, sacral, solar plexus. It's lovely to come into heart energy with this one and throat balancing. So 1 block for the head, 1 block long ways for aligning along the spine and behind the heart. And as always, just take your time to lower into this. It always feels a bit awkward to start with. But it does become strangely comfortable as we settle. So just allow the pelvis and legs to be relaxed. There doesn't have to be too much of a curve in the lumbar spine here. It might take you a few moments to just fidget with that block behind the heart. Sometimes it's never going to be entirely comfortable, just allowing it to be there. Breathing. And enjoying how it opens our chest. I often feel in this pose, because we're sort of working with heart energy, that it also helps with our lungs and our breathing. Relaxing legs and feet, Softening buttocks, lower back relaxed. Just breathing against this block. Notice if there is a feeling of allowing yourself to be more forgiving. Not necessarily of others, you can be forgiving of yourself. When we forgive, we can be in a higher vibrational state. And as we access that open, loving, higher vibrational state, it allows like vibration to be attracted to you. Like attracts like. And when we vibrate with peace, calm, love, anything that is anger, fear, anxiety, it doesn't really come close to us as much. The vibrational levels don't mix. So we can allow ourselves to avoid that kind of lower energy. You may be gently aware of it around you with people and other things, but it just might not affect you when you're vibrating at higher rate. It's interesting to observe this in your day-to-day life. We all know those situations where we can stand back and feel elevated from something, and also a situation where we're easily drawn into it. And we become absorbed into something perhaps more negative than we would like. So deep breaths here, opening the heart center. Feeling grounded. Feeling loving towards yourself and all others. If we consider ourselves all living beings that come initially from some sort of same source, we're all in some way related energetically. And what thoughts and feelings we put on another are often reflections within ourselves. So let's take one more breath here. And ever so gently coming up, away from these blocks, lifting the head. Use your arms and elbows to support as you come up. Just pop those blocks aside and we'll come straight down. Feeling what we feel. I particularly love the after effect of this pose. So just let the arms rest, side of the body, maybe slightly further away. Deep breaths, relax, tuning into what you feel. And loving your body. Loving this one vehicle that we have for this lifetime. And just gently following the breath in your belly. Allow that to bring presence to you. And then as we draw our knees in, have a little hug, we're just going to take a lovely easy bench pose as we lie over a cushion. Have a moment to hug in, maybe bring the head up, just counterpose that last heart bench. And then rolling up just so that you can grab your cushion. And this is always a nice relaxing one to end practice with. I like to take the cushion just slightly further away from the body so that the lumbar curve is not too curved. It's more the upper back. So just coming down, support the head and neck if you need to with anything. Relax, enjoy. The body can be quite relaxed here because we haven't got blocks behind us. We're not overly stretching. So draw your awareness more to your breath, your thoughts. Just checking in gently if there is a bit of tension in the lower back and buttocks. Relax your hands and wrists. And just observe anything that you're feeling that you can let go. Perhaps you can let go the anxiety of something that you can't control. A little worry about the future that you can't change. Whatever you're holding that is not positive, perhaps just let it go. Allow the positive vibes of this moment to flood in. So let's take a deep breath here. Enjoy that lovely conscious breath. Exhale. And as we just gently lift the head and the upper back, whip the cushion away, come straight back down, just for a few moments to breathe and enjoy the body. How does your spine feel? How does your subtle body energy feel? Does it feel quite vibrant? That internal energy that is beyond what you can see and feel physically. There's a knowing in our internal energy that doesn't need any explanation. So when you're ready, let's hug in and choosing where you want to relax now, either lying down, pull a blanket over, rest your knees on a bolster, or if you want to come up to seated, whatever feels right for you. This last part is for you to relax and just really absorb all the benefits of the yin. So I haven't taken an angel card for a while. Let's take one. See what guidance we are given today. It's always lovely to be given a little bit of wisdom. So we have Athena. So just take a few moments to relax back on your mat. Get cozy and comfortable. And as I read this to you, see if it resonates in any way. It is safe for you to be powerful. You know how to be powerful in a loving way that benefits others as well as yourself. You've been afraid of your own power. You have worried that others would disapprove of you or leave you if you allowed your true power to shine. You have also been concerned that you might abuse your power and that your masculine energy would become unbalanced. I'm here to help you reveal your power to yourself and others in a way that enhances your relationships, self-esteem, and life purpose. Your power comes from the love of God, or source, whatever you want to call that. You who are made in the image and likeness of your Creator have unlimited power within you right now. You aren't capable of abusing your power because your heart chakra has opened like a flower in bloom. Think of a person whom you admire, who is both powerful and balanced in their masculine and feminine energies. Such power is beautiful. It also amplifies your spiritual healing and psychic gifts. You are a strong and powerful light worker, and God, the Divine, needs you to accept and reveal your power. So just taking that in whatever sense that means for you. Not a power in an ego way, but a power to help others, to guide, to uplift, to make decisions which are beneficial, all these positive ways we can use the power of who we are. So just sitting with that and maybe reflecting on someone that you really admire who uses their wonderful, powerful energies in a very good, positive way. Gently, when you're ready, begin to draw your awareness back to the present moment. And just notice where the mind might have wandered off, any inspiration that's been given to you. Just come back into the inner body, feeling everything internally. And beginning to just wiggle fingers and toes. Gentle movement in the body now. Enjoying some breath. And if you're lying down, perhaps just hug the knees in and have a little rock. And then coming up to seated gently. Take your time just to settle, come to, back from wherever the mind and body went. Have a moment to ground. Just visualize your roots going back into the earth, keeping them there all day. And then draw your hands to heart center. Om Shanti. Namaste.